My name is John Demas. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My title is I'm a freelance musician, but I also teach at several universities as an adjunct. My first instrument that I wanted to play was the violin. And when I was taken to my orchestra director to take a test to determine if I had an aptitude to play a musical instrument, the test determined that I had no aptitude to play a musical instrument. At the age of 10, I got my first guitar. It was $29 and it was made by Harmony. It was called a Stella. It was the worst guitar on the planet. I was self-taught from the time that I was 10 years old, and then later on I started taking some lessons. The band's name is the Omega Project. I always market any of my books or any of my products with my name first. So it's John Demas and the Omega Project. And the main reason is because people know who I am. And in reality, I mean, I started that band in 1984, and we were a 5-piece band. We used to have 2 bouzouki's with a friend of mine, Sam Toney, and he played for years, but he was a doctor. He wasn't doing it for money, that was his passion. Because the business has changed, I've changed. So my band currently is John Demas, the Omega Project. My son Andrew has been playing bass with me now for 6 years.
My name's Andrew Demas. I'm 23 years old. I've been part of the Omega Project for 7 years. However, it's been part of my life forever since my father founded it in 1984. I've played festivals, weddings, baptisms, all kinds of fun events with my father, and the Omega Project has been a big part of my life ever since.
Playing's very physical. And and especially when you see the standpoint of what it takes. Like if I play classical guitar and I do a wedding at the beach, I do a lot of those. I show up with 1 amp, 1 guitar, I show up, I plug in, I play. I'm there an hour, hour and a half. I get the bride down the aisle, I play something happy, they kiss, they're happily married and they're gone, and then I'm out of there. We're a Greek wedding or a Greek festival, it's like an all-day thing.
Well, unlike most people when they go to work, you go to work with all kinds of tasks and you can have a bad day, just like anybody, but at a wedding, it's on someone's best day. You're never going to see anyone typically upset at a wedding. It's their best times. Baptisms are the best times. Weddings, festivals, that's the best times. And working with people on their best times is some of the most fun. You get to experience, a memory that they'll have forever. You also get to experience a memory you'll have forever, and that you got to be a part of their special memory and always have it in your heart as well. Seeing, a couple grow together and live together, and then someday you look back and say, wow, 7 years ago we played their wedding, and wow, now they have 2 kids, and wow, they've moved and have a house. It's just really interesting how, you see time go by, and weddings definitely have a great lasting effect and are always a lot of fun to play.
I look forward to teaching, I look forward to working with students and sharing my experiences and my knowledge on what I do. A young kid locally is named Savas Farakidis, and he's one of my bouzouki students, and he's been studying me for a couple of years, and when I play the Tampa Greek Festival, I come up and share the stage and I let him sit in and play with us. So to me, I mean, you have rewards as a teacher and sharing your knowledge and seeing your students progress, and then as a performer, you also have that excitement because you enjoy performing for the crowds. And I mean, basically, I love what I do, and I know what I'm doing. And for anybody in any field, that's what you have to do. You have to find your target market, and you have to find your niche, and you have to package it. especially now, traveling's such a hassle to get on a plane. And you got to see how people react to when you say, they go, what do you have in the case? You say, a bazooka. They get all nervous because, and you have to open it, you have to try to explain to. So I don't even say that anymore. If I'm flying, I say, it's a Greek guitar.